How we doing? How we doing tonight? If you guys are new here, this is our office hour session that we do every Tuesday night. We just have this time to live lab with you guys, answer some Q&A if you guys have any questions you guys like answered about the game. There should be a chat box in the top right if you're on your PC, bottom of your phone if you're on mobile. Again, welcome in. Like I said, if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. I know it's later in the year, so if you guys don't have any questions, that's perfectly fine. We don't have to go the full hour, but this time's for you guys to ask whatever it is that you guys were thinking about. ANCAP, have you said something?
Do you want me to say something?
I just want to make sure that I could hear you. I got you. What's up, MJ? How we doing?
Your screen's on the OBS, in case you don't know that.
Oh, it is? Why is that on? Okay. There we go. Do I have any defense for the go-go slot formation? I don't have anything specifically that I run. To answer your question there, I mean, against it, I would just basically defend it based off what my opponent was doing. I mean, we can look at the one thing I want to look at is I know the RPO in that is really nice, but I want to see if we can stop it the same way that we stop RPO read Y flat. So Commanders has the go-go. I'll see if we have it. Yeah, no, I know the RPO MJ. I ran it a lot earlier in the year. The RPO read Y flat out of it is nice. Let me see if the same thing works. So just cover 2 shell, cover 4, RPO read Y flat, shade down. All right. So we would have to move the safety out. Didn't look like that unless it just didn't take, but yeah, you can stop it the same way you stop the RPO read Y flat out of trips nasty. So you just have to make sure that your safety is outside of your corner. For some reason, the cover 2 shell doesn't give us that automatically. Let's see if I come out in a cover 2. Yeah, it just must be because of this formation, the safety doesn't get as wide. So you're just going to have to get that guy. I would probably come out in a cover 4 or something like that. This is a cover 3 here, but you just have to make sure that this safety is outside of your slot corner. And just put your slot corner in a hard flat. And that's going to completely shut down the throw. They're never going to be able to throw it. That one was a little, I mean, we're still there. Let me go back to cover 4 quarters real quick to show you what I would want to do out of this. So again, if we just go something like cover 4 quarters, cover 2 shell, move this guy outside of the slot corner. Yeah, your slot corner will never get blocked there. So I would just focus on doing that if they're running this RPO a bunch, and focus on getting that guy out, again, outside of that slot corner. And then obviously if they're running other things from there, you can adjust, but you can see how that slot corner is never going to get blocked there. There's not really a lot of good pass plays from this formation. Like I said, I ran this earlier in the year. I mean, that RPO is nice. I mean, people could run that PA play because it has that post. People could run, I mean, spot lead swing has a nice post to the left side, but not a lot of options to choose from. So if you shut down that RPO, they'll probably get out of it pretty quick. I wonder if that, if this route here, I don't know if you saw it. Looks like it could be a route that you can get a bomb play out of. Actually, I don't know if we can because we don't have enough people there. Yeah, that might not be deep enough. I don't know if that would work.
No, it's because he's on the numbers.
Yeah.
He's not. He's not going to be. You have to get him wider, so you have to do that left hash.
I could do the short side. Okay.
Yeah, you got to get him out of the safety's radar.
That makes sense.
So depending on where he lines up, you have a better shot at that one here.
Do I mean, is this smart to motion this guy over and put him on a corner or no? I don't know what route, because I know with 3 receivers over here, I know what I do, but with 2, I'm not sure.
Yeah, it may work because he's on the top of the numbers. If he was inside the numbers, it would be better. But
Gotcha.
you can try it. Yeah, see, I thought he was going to see how he got knocked out of the numbers.
Yeah.
He has that opportunity. It's just you're going to have to go deeper there, and you're probably going to have to put something from the right side left. So I would keep him on. I would put the RB on a short post and stem him all the way down. That route might work too.
This?
What you want to do? Yeah. So the idea is you want to keep him, the left safety, to have somebody deep in his area before X gets into his area.
Gotcha.
So that would work more likely than. Let's see. No, he's going backwards there.
Yeah.
So that's not going to work. So he's getting it that way. So you might be able to do it the opposite way, where you put the RB, move him to the left, and have him actually go inside.
On the post?
Yeah, I wouldn't do a post. Do like a comeback or something.
I can't do a comeback from here.
I mean,
Give me a curl.
Yeah. The issue is the guy that you have, the guy that has the fire over his head, the guy that you're using.
Yeah.
He's bumping him outside the numbers, which changes the way that guy's going to play.
I got you.
See how it stays there. Let's see if that holds that guy a little bit more.
Yeah. The other safety though, you have to hold, and he's not getting.
He's not getting held right now. That's the problem about short side. You're just trying to force that X to do it. So.
And if it doesn't work, I was just trying to find something for myself, because.
Yeah, put the B on a dig.
10,
and stem
15.
him up a little bit. The B on a dig and stem him up if you can. Oh, okay. I forgot you don't have Pat Master. Yeah, I mean that should be fine.
Oh, you meant the inside dig?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have Power Master right now.
Okay, see how that guy he wanted to come down.
I did see that, yeah, but he just once he got out of his area, he left and bailed back.
Yeah. So that's where the curl is better.
No, that's fine. We got a question from Packer fan that I'll have you see if you have a good route combo for him. I'm in Pat's playbook.
Talking U trips. What trips are you talking about?
My guess is trips normal, but
trips
it
tight
could
end,
be U
trips
trips.
tight end,
Yeah.
X,
Is
trips.
Packer fan? Is it trips tight end or U trips? I mean, it could be another one too, but I know those are the more popular ones. U trips. All right. Cover 4 drop beater.
I'm gonna have to look at the whole formation.
I don't think they have any like good bomb routes that I can think of in that, but
what form are you using? Regs right now?
I am using Regs right now. Yeah.
Yeah, do you have Mahomes?
Oh no, I can go get him.
Yeah, you're limiting us with stock routes. See, so we're doing go for a drop. Let me think of that formation a little bit.
Driveway jet cover 2 defenses do a good job against that. You don't have to worry about anybody going vertical because everybody's on an in. U trips. Okay.
Let me think about that formation a little bit here.
I got an idea. If Handcap has a better one, he can obviously give it. I'm going to give you guys mine.
I'm thinking slot out with the tight end.
I did see that tight end route. I'm thinking...
That guy goes all the way to the left, past the left receiver.
Oh, he does?
Mm-hmm.
Never mind.
I already scratched it out of my mind.
Could
So
I?
go slot out and move that guy over. What I'm thinking is,
Slot out.
I'm just thinking out loud, right?
Move the
So
tight end over.
no, the outside right guy, same guy you did before.
Okay. Right or left
I would.
hash?
Let's go right hash.
Okay.
All right. Let's put him on a comeback, and let's put the X on a streak, and stem down the A just a little bit. Yeah, I think that's the A is going to be open the left side.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's going to stop his route or not, but that's what I would do. I mean, you can do this with any route. I think any post. It's you have to move that guy over. Um, Now I got one other thought. Go ahead
I would
and
custom stem that all the way down. It looked like it did a little. I mean, just custom stem this down twice.
yeah, it's the same. I mean, basically, this is any play this formation. If you do it this way, you know what I'm saying? I got another. I think I got another idea. So, take your X, motion it out to the left.
On this play.
Yeah, any play. Motion out to the left. Bang 8 him. Bring him back in.
I was actually gonna do that on the other one.
And then just move the B to the left. And then put the A on a streak.
You want me to motion him back in, right?
Yeah.
Okay. B on a comeback.
You can. I think his normal route would probably work. I didn't try it.
Oh,
But try
sorry.
this. Are you yeah. Yeah, so I don't know if you're so you
Does he stay on that route, or does he come in?
no, I think it stays on that route.
That might be a
This
better
is
route.
yeah.
He doesn't get over
Can you stem it up one?
the corner.
Yeah, the B. No, I don't think he's gonna. It's got to be a comeback or a do a what's it
Triple
called?
option.
Triple option up twice.
I'll try custom stemmed up once first, real quick. The B.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna work because I'm looking at it right now. We need to get that guy to get held. I mean, obviously it's an easy throw to the left, and that'll work. That's cover 3, really. Anything. But I think it's the triple option stemmed up twice is going to be the money route.
Yeah, I don't think he's wide enough when he gets over there. Because if you look like he's just not outside far enough.
So change him to Hopkins and do the comeback. I think he runs a lazy comeback. Rice does.
Oops. I'm just going to call hike and throw real quick.
I have one other idea if that doesn't work. Not a different play.
What's the other play?
So the one you have to look at it. Yeah, Y out you can do it on. So I would do this on left hash. I'm going to stem down my wheel to 10 yards. right about there. Move the B over. Put the A on a streak. I would change the X route to a normal post. And you can either leave it like that or stem it down. But yeah, that's how I run it. You didn't have the you left the RB too far.
He got bumped, I think.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, because
He
he's
didn't sit down. That's why.
and obviously the B can go anything underneath. He doesn't have to do that out route, but yeah, that's it.
There you go. Did you get that, Packer? So this is Y out. Is that what it was? Yeah. I think
Wow, it could be drag wheel. Drag wheel might actually try drag wheel stock because that in route or that little thingamajig, yeah, and just put the X on the post.
Gotcha.
And then the same thing. No, I think you might be able to use that same route just so you can do it quicker.
Oh, I got you. So, am I putting B down still?
RB down, yes.
So custom stem RB down 3 times. Looks like it's the amount we want to get to.
Yeah.
Yep. So that's a quicker version there, Packer. So, this play here, put the X on a post, custom stem the RB down 3 times, and that's it. Then you could call hike.
And don't be telling people about the custom stemmed wheels. We've been doing that for years, but nobody knows about them.
Yep.
But that basically pulls down coverage.
But yeah, driveway jet, like I said, if they're running that play over and over, I'm just going to play some form of a cover 2, and I'm going to put my I'm going to put my... Is level sale not in Patriots? I thought it was. I'm going to put my yellows on 5. And just cover it like that most of the time. So, I mean, you could do like a cover 3 cloud too, but honestly, you don't even need to do cover 3 cloud. Because level sale obviously is something like this right here. Just cover the middle of the field. Make it muddy. That B, I don't know why he didn't run deeper. I set him to go deeper, but don't. I would probably do a cover 2 just because you don't need deep zones on this play. There's one vertical route on this entire play. And so yeah, I'm just gonna stay underneath. Go back. I mean, just play the middle of the field. Don't overthink this play. Don't play cover 4. This is a really hard play to stop in cover 4 just because you're so weak in the middle of the field, and that's where this is attacking. Like I said, a cover 2, you're going to have 1, 2, 3 people in the middle of the field here. And if you know they're running it over and over, you could just use this safety on this side, honestly, and you could just cover the B on the more vertical route and allow your underneath yellows to take care of it. That's an easy way to defend it. Again, if you know this play's coming, if they're running it over and over, just use the safety on the cover 2 side. Your yellows underneath are going to take care of the other guys you can see here. And then, obviously, safety over here is going to take tight end. You take this guy back. So just don't overthink it. That's the one thing that I try to think of defensively. Depending on what they're running, how many vertical routes are they running? And how many deep zones do I need on the field to defend what they're running? From there, it's all about just putting the right underneath zones there, whether it's yellows, whether you need flats, whether you need curl flats, hard flats. If you need to use zone drops, you can. If you just need to shade down or things like that, you can as well. So, then you can set that up with any blitz. I mean, you can, if you run 3-3 odd, you can run the Tampa 2 drop that we do, and this would actually be really, really effective against this. Because we already have the... So if you're playing Ultimate Team and you have a Colossus, or somebody really good up the middle, you could run this play here, Tampa 2 drop, just spread your line, user the mid read, and again, put your yellows at 5, and like I said, you're going to take this deeper guy here, but then allow all your underneath guys to play underneath. And if you would rather use this guy, you could, I'm sure. But just spread that line, and I didn't do it on that rep. But you can see how, again, they have nobody to throw to. And again, the reason why we spread our line is it creates that one-on-one with the D tackle, right? So it's not going to work the same in regs because we don't have a Colossus there. But you're going to be able to, and you're going to be able to get that one-on-one there, as you can see, and it's just in regs here, that D tackle is really slow, but we talk about that in the game plan of how you can do that. You could also, if you came out base aligned on this, you could send the loop and then just cover over the middle and try to bait your opponent what they're doing. So if you came out base aligned, Tampa 2 drop, just spread the line, blitz that linebacker. You can see you get that loop angle. And again, from there, you're just going to try to cover, let your guy come in. Again, it's going to work better if you have a quicker linebacker in Ultimate Team, but cover 2 is going to be your safest defense. Get at least 3 yellows over the middle of the field. Put them at 5 yards depth. Are there any other questions that you guys have about anything?
Favorite golden ticket that dropped today?
Marte Mapu.
I figured you'd say that.
Marte Mapu, baby. Any Patriot that comes out is going to be my favorite. Who was the other guy? I know the Horo guy, and then who was the third guy that came out? Justin Fields. Justin Fields looks like a good card, but I mean, I just feel like there's so many quarterbacks like that already.
He's not 5 million coins better than the next guy.
Yeah, and he doesn't even have a good release. So I mean, I feel like there's other quarterbacks I'd probably rather have.
At this point, it's basically, theme team favorite player type deal. If you're a Bears, Jets, or Steelers fan, it's your pocket.
It's kind of crazy how it's kind of crazy how some of the ratings are on these cards, though.
What way?
Just like what they choose to leave low at times. I think it's just so they can. I don't know why it is. But like on the Marte Mapu, for instance, like agility's 88.
Or was it before?
I don't know.
What was his last
He doesn't
card?
have a good card. He only has a 74 card. It was 74 agility, but his only other card was a 74.
They get to pick like 5 different categories, and depending on what you're asking them to do, you leave it in their hands. So it's like you have to like choose what are the most important that they can't mess up. Like if he messes up zone coverage, it's not the end of the world. If he messes up, block shed, depending on what abilities you put on him, it's not the end of the world. You can't change speed, can't change acceleration, can't change, all depends on like theme teams. You can always boost that stuff up, but change the direction, agility. So usually we want to do physical stats to make sure they don't mess that up. So
did you see the comments on the Falcons player?
They can't pronounce his name.
Someone said, "I'm afraid if I say his last name, my chairs might start floating." Someone said, "Last name is some type of spell?" ? Someone said, "Pronounce that name 5 times fast." Someone said, "Scooby-Doo must have named this dude." Someone said, "Might just pick him up to see what the announcers try to say when they're saying his name."
They go
Rook or Roro. That's how I say it. Roro. A row. I don't know. I mean, Marte Mapu is a pretty easy name to say, but it's spelled unique, and it's not a normal name. Then there's Justin Fields. Real simple to say. Real simple to say. Any of you guys have any other question for us? I'm still struggling with press man. MJ, what offense are you in? Giants? What type of, yeah.
Press man?
Cover 2 man, cover 0, cover 1.
Cover 1.
Which one?
Cover
0. I just want a streak, to be completely honest with you. But with all the bottlenecks, I can see how you can be frustrated. But go ahead, Ant. You can talk through it if you want, and I know one.
So the first thing is find out which players that you want to attack with if you have a problem with the bottlenecks and whatnot. It's the safeties, right? Safeties can't press the tight end. So my first thought is I'm going to go to something like the trips tight end flex. I actually put it in Lambo's game plan. It's the alert. Yeah, the RPO alert. This one is going to be something that people are going to really struggle to cover because of the depth of their safety on the tight end, right? So you see the safety of the tight end. When you move over the middle receiver and you hike it before it gets to the left tackle, the guy on the right backs up, and you just throw it to this guy. It's like the easiest cover 0 beat there is. They can't do anything about it. If they go and try to cover him, then they're not covering their man. So if you see this, how this is all designed on moving back the right player, giving him all that space. So this should be an easy one that you jump into. And we're going to teach you things that basically are going to help you when it comes to beating people from distance, right? We always talk about make a 4x1. So if you go to like doubles offset weak and you move the tight end over, what 4x1 does against cover 0 is it makes the safety have to cover the running back from distance. So you move this guy over, and if you look at, see how the safety, one, he moves back a little bit, you forget that. But see how he's going to have to cover him from distance? Right now he's covering the tight end, but what ends up happening is you'll see that you'll have that ability just to kind of hit whoever you want over there. You know, you could do one guy on a Texas route. You want them to both go left, and then you'll see basically, depending on how you want to do it, just so that they don't switch their spots. You had a wild play there, but yeah. I usually just do double slants, to be honest with you. So just something like this, the guy's got to cover him from distance, and because they both go left, if you see basically, just something like that. And see how the A is going to get open, and nobody's going to cover him. So you're just working smarter, not harder, when it comes to that. You know, bottleneck every other player. You can throw them in the ground, kick them, jump on them. You're not covering this.
Another play that's really good is the RPO read flat wheel and open flex close.
Yeah.
This is one of my favorite ones because 99% of the time that guy is going to stop following him. And you can just throw this out here. Well, don't do what I just did, but if you run
that was the 1%.
Yeah.
That was the 1%, yes.
You're going to see that B was wide open. It's one of the easiest touchdowns in the game. The second when you run this play, again, and you see that this guy's getting pressed, like if I see that guy get pressed, I'm throwing B. Because I'm not worried about that guy playing into the flat, right? If that guy doesn't press, I'll throw. You can then throw to the tight end, which is fine. But again, if
similar play in I form as well, you can show them that.
Yeah, you can just flick it out to the tight end if you're worried about that B, and that can get some big plays as well. And yeah, the one in I form is Y off close motion flood, and all you want to do here is block your running back, and the same thing. We're gonna throw it to the A once he gets out here. It's just hard for them to follow. We can go. It's double offset weak is probably the easiest formation to do it out of.
Yeah. Just do doubles. Just do the
you can do double slants.
That's the easiest way to do it out of.
And all you have to do is just motion the tight end to the left, and then put him to the flat. You could do a swing. I would probably do a swing, and then just put your running back on a Texas, and then you just say hike. And then you have all that space over there. And if that safety gets caught up, you can see how you have the opportunity to get an easy touchdown.
And Mr. MJ, I want to make sure that you understand what you're doing here, so you do it. Remove the tight end over in this formation, especially because he gets running back routes and he's in the spot. But it's a 4-by-1. There's 4 guys to the left of the quarterback. And when that happens is, if you think about who's in cover 0, right? You got the 2 guys on the left, you got the safety, and then you've got the other safety all the way from the other side who's got to cover this guy. So all we're doing is putting the Texas route to go outside so they don't switch their assignments. And so the guy that has the C over his head has to take the Texas route because they both go left. And it makes the F, the strong safety, have to cover the guy that he knows he's going to cover. So all we're doing is we're just working basically from a understanding the game standpoint. And all this stuff, if you see it, not once do we care about if they bottlenecked us into the ground. This is like stuff that you start using when it comes to end of the game Madden, to where you just don't have any like when I play regs and I'm playing against the Ravens, those guys just eat my receivers up. You have to get a little bit more creative on getting guys open, and this is the type of stuff that we're using our knowledge of the game to do it.
And if you see that right of screen safety, again, he's responsible for the tight end because we have the running back on the Texas, because the left of screen safety has to cover the Texas. I just want to show you why it's important to have, like AntCap was saying, both people going to that way, because if we would do something like this, right, you can see that we didn't change anything. The right of screen safety is still on the tight end, but if we would have that running back going right away, those safeties will switch jobs, and then that left of screen safety will come down and play the tight end. So that's why he was saying that you have to have both the tight end and the running back going out to the left first. But a Texas route's nice because then it will break back across and get that safety out of the picture.
You can do this again out of other formations, any 4-by-1, or motion it to a 4-by-1. Either or, it does not matter. So just pick any formation. Doubles off close weak's fine, and just show the same thing. It's a concept, right? So this is the same thing. You just move the guy over, but this time the guy's actually going to go all the way to the left. See how he does? He doesn't just stop there. So basically, same deal. So how we both go to the left. And you can see how they change.
He has to do an out route, doesn't he?
No. It's because he's further out left. So in this situation, you're actually trying to target the guy that's closest. So I would put this guy on a trail route.
Oh, okay.
I want him to go outside.
Yep.
So that way he goes outside, and now the outside guy should get him, and the running back should get that guy.
Yep.
So basically, if you think about it, is whoever's the furthest to the left safety is going to get. Whoever's the furthest to the right. So on that one formation that he showed earlier, our guy came almost like a fullback, wingback type of player. You can see where he's at when he does that, right? We moved him over. I don't know why this is broken that way, but if you see how he's just basically over the top, that's why it's a little bit different here. But once he's totally to the left over him, it changes the way that they target. So most formations are the second way. So that's why I wanted to make sure you understood that in case you just said 4-by-1, I could do this. If your tight end goes all the way past your running back, then you want to make sure that your tight end's on something like a trail route. So he goes outside, he goes back in, and then you do something with your running back, right? So same thing here, right? You put the tight end on a trail, and exactly like this. They're going to leave it open, and you just go ahead and run it that way. So understanding who's going to target who and who's going to switch when they want to. That's the other thing against cover 0. I do the motion play into that, and you'll see how you can move the player. So if you go, I've been doing this a lot lately. I just take any of these motion plays and I audible into RPO read flat. And what it's going to do is it's going to motion that guy in. See how he goes in? And when he does that, it's just a much harder spot for him to cover that route. So by moving that guy in, and normally if you didn't do it, he'd still be in that spot. Or for some reason, it's like they almost they take a worse angle when you do it that way. So you motion it into it. Because if you just came into it normally, the guy would be over the tight end. It's not like you're doing anything special. It's just for some reason, when he's in that spot, and when you motion it, it's like the guy almost hesitates more and takes a bad angle. I don't know.
Your opponent
Could be
also is not going to be ready for it the same way, because
right.
they're not going to think the RPO read Y flat's coming, because obviously you don't run it with that tight end out wide, and it's a pretty quick audible here. And if they can't adjust to it, I mean, it's just an easy throw.
And the last thing you could do is the RPO read arrow out of the first doubles formation. I don't know what it's called. I always say it's the first double. It's the doubles off close. Yep. The read Y arrow. And when you motion over the B, a lot of times what happens is when he moves over, depending on where, actually that's not going to work the same way because that guy's out there. Usually what ends up happening, I know it works really well against cover 1, but I do get it to work against different alignments in cover 0. But it looks like here, actually I know it won't work here because the safety is covering him. If you don't want the safety assigned to him, so it would be something like a different style blitz where it's like a safety blitz or something different, like the guys walk down, it's a safety blitz or something like that. Or yeah, see, this won't work. This is a cover 1 type deal because you don't want the safety to be assigned to him. You only want the linebacker or somebody else to be assigned to him. So the cover 1 hole, that guy goes over. No. Yeah. So, because that guy was in a zone, right? So that's one of those. That's when we use that one against cover 1, and we use the others against cover 0. Because once you move that guy over, basically how it works. But those are like easy. Yep. Thank you, Mower. You're the best. What was I gonna say? I think those are easy ways to beat cover 0 without worrying about anything but just understanding the concepts of the game and not worrying about routes getting open or guys getting bottlenecked or the press and the whole 10 yards. Those are just so that's why, Mr. Jake, if you do one type of drive that way, I find that people just either I don't listen to them, but they usually like go off on the top right with their mic and then they get out of it. I can only imagine what they're saying.
Well, I appreciate you being the first one to show up today. I sound weird. What do you mean? I was just far away from my mic at first. Or when I was talking a second ago, I was just far away from the mic. Does anybody else have any other questions?
I'm trying to figure out this emoji guy on the far right.
I saw him.
What's that emoji stand for? What does it stand for?
And something chicken.
I was going with happy cock.
Did I watch? Is that a smiley face?
I can't see that far.
I can't tell if it's a happy face or not. Did I watch Ring of Power? I have not. Is it good? It's the Lord of the Ring thing, right? It's okay.
It's the one show I haven't seen, one series I haven't watched that I want to watch. I have not watched one of those.
I would like to watch it. I like Lord of the Rings a lot, so Lord of the Rings is one of my favorite movies of all time. I actually about started reading the book last night, and then I decided on another one. Because I had to start a new book because I finished the book I was reading. I know all the story of Lord of the Ring, if that's what you're referencing, Mo. I've read the book multiple times, and I've watched the movie a bunch of times.
Lauderdale 223.
Yeah, I see he's typing. See if he has a question.
I like the name because I had a friend. I grew up in Fort Lauderdale. I had a friend. His last name was Lauderman, and he called himself Lauderdale. So every time I see the name, I think of that.
Was his first name Dale?
No. Dale was for the Fort Lauderdale,
Yeah, it'd
and
be
then
cool if his first name was Dale, though, and his last name was Lauder.
it wasn't.
Um,
Um,
soon. I don't know exactly how soon. Typically, the first week we have it, right? I mean, I don't know if we have any different plans, or
oh,
I guess that's Madden
typically,
too. College is different.
typically we get the game like everybody else and have access to it. Like say on a Tuesday, we try hard to have a scheme out on Friday. Same dynamic with username. Gotcha. Are you from Fort Lauderdale, or is that just kind of what it is? Nothing blot. Gotcha.
Is Ronnie your father?
Wouldn't that be some shit?
Yes. Nice. That's cool. Actually, there's a guy I play volleyball with. I actually found out this last week that his dad played for the Reds on the World Series team. He
In
was
the
the
World Series team.
he was the backup shortstop, the 90 team.
I was gonna say he's behind Larkin.
Yep. I forget his name, but if I looked it up, I'd know it based off the name. He didn't play much for the Reds. He did play for the Cubs. I think he said he played 3 years in the majors. And 2 of them were with the Cubs, and 1 of them was with the Reds that year, but he was just backing up. I think he said he only had 1 at bat that year with
I was gonna say
with the
he's
Reds,
a
and he went
defensive.
1,000. He went 1,000.
It sounds like he's a defensive replacement.
Yeah.
Probably not for Larkin. Probably just in case he got injured, or if he, like he needed a pinch runner at the end of the game or something.
Yeah. No, I don't know. He said he's from. I think I found him. Yep.
The
Paul-
EA invites y'all.
Paul Noche.
Nice.
Oh, I have read that, but I'd have to reread it more. I haven't read that in a long time.
So if you're asking about did we go down to the event, I did. I was there, but I'm not really allowed to talk about much. There's the NDAs and stuff that what's announced we can talk about that. So why is VA mad at me?
Yeah, why is VA mad at him? VA was talking trash on Twitter.
Lauren said you went down. Lauren told me I went down. So I can't even hide it. I did meet Lauren for the first time, which was cool.
Oh,
met
Dines didn't know that you went.
Why was he there and didn't say hi? I mean, what would make a difference?
I doubt Dines was there.
I know he was there. I don't like to tell who was there because I let them know who was there. But yeah, I did meet Lauren. And obviously, but I mean, I can answer some questions if you guys have questions about it, but I can't answer a lot. I can give impressions and stuff like that. It just everybody did a lot of stuff on Twitter already with it, and I just didn't think I had a whole lot more to add than what they did because it's so tough for us to be able to know what to say and whatnot because we've got all these embargoes crap. Like tomorrow, I could talk a little bit more about Madden.
Oh yeah,
So
I saw
Mo,
they're gonna release some information.
I will tell you though, man. I've said this in the past about Clint. Clint's a better guy than everybody gives him credit for. It's just the problem is that it's a corporate world, and he's got to come up with new things every year and do different beyond making money and whatnot. You're going to hear from a lot of people that EA is listening this year because and every content creator who goes to these things always feels that way. And I've gone to some in the past, and I felt that same way leaving it, and then it didn't work out that way. I'm going to tell it to you guys as Clint is the main.
He's the head gameplay designer.
Yeah. I'm going to keep you guys as real as possible. I I've seen the game early in the stages. I thought it was going to be amazing. And then day one, I'm like, what the hell is this? This isn't what was sold to us. This isn't, you guys dumbed it down for day one. So that's the problem that a lot of people are. I'm a realist in saying, as long as they don't mess it up from now until then I'm going to be very positive about it. I just don't like to put my name on things because I've been there before where the game was in a great state, and then, we all look at each other that played it before and says, what the hell is this? And there's different builds of the game, and from my understanding is that the beta that's coming out, whenever it's coming out, won't be the same exact build that you guys are going to see at the beta that we saw. Only reason why is because they have to submit that so far in advance for people to play that the one that we saw was like literally 2 days it had just been uploaded. So there'll be things in the one that I saw that the beta might not show. So I have to be very, very careful of what you'll be like, this isn't, but Mower, trust me, if you guys know me, I'm not really one that cuts corners. When I give feedback, it's like they know me as a guy that's not going to say anything other than what I'm going to say. Most people that are there, I think, all think I'm a prick because I argue with people about what's good for the game, what's not good, and I have a hard time keeping my mouth shut. So I've told them in the past, like, listen, we've seen this before, but is this what's going to be day one or not? And so it is what it is. Like, to me, sitting there and being polite doesn't get the game any better. So if they want me not to give feedback, don't put me in it. That's kind of how I feel at this point. But the problem is that you get a bunch of people in the same room, not the same ideas of what the game should be like. So that's very tough for when it comes to who they listen to and who they're making the game for. Because there's a lot more casuals, a lot more people that would not have to press 6 buttons to get, the best things in the game. They'd rather just set it and go. And if they set it and go and the game doesn't play a certain way, they feel like that's a problem or not a problem. So it's a lot. Will empty tray be meta and unstoppable on day one? You're talking about empty tray stack or empty tray MCPC?
It definitely will be because you'll be running it, MC.
Empty tray. God honest truth, one of the things I really didn't have time or did was look through playbooks and see where they were at. Even if I did, I wouldn't be able to say anything. So, I got a glimpse of some things, but again, I'm not allowed to say anything about that at this point. Not with Madden. With college football, until they announce things, I'm not allowed to say it. That's basically what they said. So, like, they announced that there's custom zones. I could talk about that. I said that there's stunts in the game. I could talk about that. Anything that you saw that was in the game for college football, I could talk about. Once they release the trailer and they give some notes on Madden, I could talk about that. But until then, I'm not allowed to. The best I could tell you, MCPC, is custom zones is basically the counterpart to what they put in the game with on the offense side of the ball. That's basically is the best way I can put it without giving you anything more than I can, right? They didn't explain how it worked, so I can only explain that is the best way I can explain that for. So, again, I have to be careful with my words.
Mower, yes, you exist. Why? Thank you for saying that I'm a good singer. It makes me really, really happy. I mean, we all know.
As long as there's backup music, I don't mind when Pickup sings. It's when there's no music and I hear him singing every 3 to 4 words. You know what I'm saying? That's
so
what gets me.
You
It's
want
like,
me to sing every word? I got you. I mean, I can do it. It's tough, but...
No. Like, what if you can hear it? You can hear it. It's going up there. It's like, like when you pick and choose when you want to sing.
Sometimes it just flows out of me, guys. I can't really.
The other thing is, most of the time when we stream together, I don't hear what you guys hear. I can only hear what's in Discord. So that's why I think it's different for me. because I'm not hearing the music in the background.
Yeah, no, it probably is not the same atmosphere and experience that I grace the others with. That makes sense. Oh.
Yeah, like I said, I could answer a little bit more on college football, but tomorrow, you guys have a little bit more questions. I can answer a little bit more on Madden. But the trailer comes, I think, out at 11 o'clock. It's a 2-minute trailer, just basically kind of what they did for college football, and I expect there to be some sort of, like small feature, high level bullet points like it did for college football, and we can kind of talk about that at that point.
10:45, I believe, is the
10:45, yeah.
that's
Can
what
get
it
rid of
said.
double pass. I'm sick of it. I feel like Mower, they did a much better job, and I'm going to just talk in generality, of understanding, let's not repeat mistakes, and let's get ahead of some things that were more headaches in the past. No, I definitely don't work for EA. I've never gotten a paycheck from EA.
I have gotten a paycheck from EA.
I mean, technically, I've had
Take
stuff
that
that I've
back.
gotten paid for,
I got a
but
one-time payment from EA. I wouldn't call that a paycheck.
no. You won money from EA.
Yeah, they paid me money because
So they've paid me to do videos in the past. During the content creation first 3 days of the game, but I've never been paid once for any type of feedback events or sessions or whatnot.
By the way, do you guys want to hear how heartbroken I was? Because I read this wrong the other day. I asked Grok a few questions. Okay. So I said, can you tell me about the Madden player Pick'em? Right? It says Pick'em is a prominent competitive Madden NFL player and streamer known for his deep run in the Patriots Club Championship, where he reached the finals but lost to Skimbo, considered one of the greatest Madden players. I thought they were talking about me. They were talking about Skimbo. Then it says, his gamertag Pick'em stands for Pressures How Champions Are Made, reflecting his competitive mindset. He's recognized for his strategic gameplay, particularly his run-first offensive style, which focuses on controlling the clock with quarterback runs, option plays, and effective rushing strategies, as seen in his Ravens playbook breakdowns on HuddleGG. Active in the community, he contributes to HuddleGG, offering tutorials and gameplay analysis, and providing tips to stop specific plays. He was a finalist for the EA Positive Player Award, highlighting his positive influence and sportsmanship in the community. He remains a respected figure in the Madden competitive scene, known for his balanced approach and community engagement.
So your bio on Huddle actually says, Pick'em is a streaming competitive Madden player that is most known for his deep run of Patriots Club Championship. He ultimately fell short to Skimbo, one of the greatest of players of all time.
So it's your guy's fault. I asked him about AntCap too.
They took that line right out of that. Yeah, tell me what they said about AntCap. How he's a grumpy streamer.
I will. They didn't say that. I was waiting for it, but they didn't talk about that. AntCap 24, often referred to as AntCap, is a well-known figure in the Madden gaming community, recognized for his expertise in competitive gameplay and strategy content creation. He's particularly noted for his detailed breakdowns of Madden mechanics, offensive and defensive strategies, and tips for improving gameplay, especially in Madden Ultimate Team and competitive modes. He significantly contributes to HuddleGG, where he shares in-depth tutorials such as how to create effective offensive game plans and read defenses pre-snap, emphasizing small details that enhance strategic play. He's been featured by EA Sports official Madden NFL accounts, notably by ranking the top 5 quarterback X factors in Madden 20 and providing tips on how to stop the run in 21. He also engaged in the community through giveaways, such as offering Madden 22 MVP editions on Twitter, where he encouraged players to share their favorite offensive playbooks. His approach to labbing is highlighted in HuddleGG content, where he teaches players how to develop their own offenses. While not explicitly mentioned as a professional esports player, his influence and contributions suggest a deep involvement in the competitive Madden scene, making him a respected voice for both casual and serious players. That's what Grok says about you.
Yeah, where the hell's he pulling all this shit from? I mean, it's pretty accurate, but
It
still.
actually shows all the pages it looks at.
Uh,
It looked through an EA website, looked through... Actually, I can see. Look through a Reddit thing. Which site has the best Madden strategy content? I'm assuming people said us. MuttGG, EA.com articles, Madden School. There's something there they looked at. I don't know if you're... I don't know what's on there, but yeah. Madden.fandom.com, MuttGG, Wikipedia, MuttGG, HuddleGG, Mutthead.
they really should have told me that ANCAP has the best Penix in all of Madden.
No, they didn't mention Penix one bit. What's eastcharts.com? EScharts.com.
Yeah, it's like esports.
It's like an esports bio, but yeah. Does anybody have any other questions? Oh. Oh, nice. Madden Academy? What about Madden Academy, Lauderdale?
No, I'm sure he's gonna have fun with that now.
I'm pretty sure Grog didn't say that. I was gonna ask who's better between Ant Cap and Pick'em, but I didn't.
I think they would say that it would be subject to opinion, blah blah blah. I think they're not gonna. You know, if you asked it who's better, Pick'em or Skimbo, they're gonna say, well, in the one matchup, like they're gonna be looking for, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if they got no information on it, I don't think they're
Oh,
gonna see it.
I already asked. Don't worry. Determining who is better at Madden between Ant Cap and Pick'em is tough since there's no direct head-to-head record or definitive ranking available from my sources. Both are highly respected in the Madden community, but their strengths differ slightly based on their contributions and play style. This next sentence is really important. Pick'em has a clear competitive edge. Where you face Skimbo, and then
Confirm that Pick'em has sent Gronk talking points.
I did it. And then it says Ant Cat, meanwhile, is more known for his content creation and strategic expertise, particularly through HuddleGG and EA Sports features. Without direct match data, Pick'em likely has the edge in competitive play. Due to his proven tournament success, Ant Cat might be equally skilled or better in strategy and teaching, but lacks the same competitive spotlight. If we're talking pure tournament results, Pick'em finals run, give him a shot. Want me to dig deeper? Not really. I was happy with the answer.
Mr. Pick'em, is this good for what you were looking for?
I don't know if you guys saw, but me and Dimes are going to have to play on stream. And we're both going to be in the spread playbook. And best of 3, the winner is deemed the father of the spread playbook. Because Dimes was talking crazy on Twitter the other day.
Slow down, Mower. Slow down.
Mower, I appreciate you sticking up for me on MuttGG the other day. I saw you in there. Some of those guys, bro. I mean, honestly, the MuttGG articles have been a lot more. Like, the guys have been a lot more respectful lately. But those, you remember those guys that were in the Twitch stream the other day? Yeah. They were being annoying.
The what's it called guy? The guy who was in
the guy that was running with Falale and yeah. They came into our they were in our Discord earlier today, starting stuff for literally no reason. We had to ban them because they would obviously just.
Okay, did they what's it called? Like identify themselves eventually, or just spoke?
No, it was the same name.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, they
had
nothing to hide.
No,
nothing to hide.
Weird. It was the guy you played. Don't say his name. I gotta think about it.
Oh.
The guy you played said it was what was it? It was something like Corona God.
That was the first one. The other one was
Oh, that's the only one I remember.
I forget what the other
Corona
guy's
guy,
name.
and then there was another guy that came in after.
Yeah. Oh no. Yeah. Corona guy wasn't the guy I played.
Yeah, it was.
I thought that was the guy that was just talking for him, but Karmsky was the other guy. He was in there.
Corona guy was the guy that actually was.
I'm
in the
thinking of
Blue
his gamer tag. His gamer tag was
Yeah,
like the goat something. I don't remember what exactly it was, but.
Oh.
I still need you to find that. I still need you to find the video of the bot wars. I want to go back and watch that. You did send me. It wasn't him. Oh my god! I'll have to send it to you, Aunt. It was the funniest thing. Mower sent me a video the other day of him playing Dubby.
I got it.
You got it, bro?
Yeah, and I told him that I would watch it later, and I never watched it.
I
So
watched
thanks
it.
for
I
calling me
was
out.
laughing
Thanks for calling me
so hard.
Thanks for calling me out.
Dubby was so hot. All you had to do, oh, I guess you couldn't have said he didn't send it to me, because then that would have been him knowing you lied. But I didn't know you got it. He didn't tell me that he sent it to you as well.
I want to make sure you guys understand. If I say something, I'm not gonna lie to you. If I forgot to watch it, I forgot to watch it. Like, I'll take ownership of that. I did tell him I was gonna watch it, and I forgot to watch it. Now I will make sure I will watch it by the next time that Mower and I.
That's tough.
Don't send me a message, Mower, until tonight.
Every video that you've ever sent me, Mower, I've watched 100%. Actually, that's not true. I think video-wise, I think I might have. You've sent me some messages I haven't responded to for sure.
I was in the middle of something. I remember saying, "Hey, once I'm done with this," and then now I gotta see what I said.
That's okay. I've moved up the ladder.
I was watching the Knicks game.
Oh wow, basketball is on top of you, Mower. Basketball.
Well, he was watching it with me. He says, "Oh, I'm watching it too," and then
it was over.
Forgot about the movie. Forgot about it. Once that.
Oh shoot!
That seventh string guy kept on hitting the threes against us. Oh my god!
We watched The Wild Robot the other day, Mackenzie and I. Pretty good. I wish
I could tell you what that. I don't even know what that is.
I think your daughter would like it, Aunt. It's a movie. It's a cartoon. It's a Disney movie.
You know what my daughter watches?
Well, I know. She watched Megalodon.
Megalodon is not even close to what she watches. She's watching.
She was the one who wanted to watch the second one.
No, I know. What I'm saying, what she watches is Poltergeist and
like scary.
Every scary movie you could think of.
Does she not like Disney?
If someone's head's getting taken off.
You saying you throw on Moana, she ain't gonna be happy.
No, she'll watch. She likes that stuff. Don't get me wrong. But right now, she's in a kick of watching every scary movie ever.
Got you. No, I liked Wild Robot. I thought it was pretty good. It was a cute little movie. I don't think it's Disney. I think someone else makes it. Maybe Pixar. But is Disney Pixar? Are they the same thing? I don't know. I don't think it's Disney, but it's one of those companies that makes cartoons.
So it's either DreamWorks or...
It might have been DreamWorks. Pixar. Let me look at that, because I have to actually... I want to find out who made that. The Wild Robot.
She likes all sorts of big...
It's DreamWorks.
DreamWorks?
Yep.
Yeah. She likes all that stuff, what you're saying, but right now her kick is she's doing all these sleepovers. It's now... summer and whatnot, and her friends there's 2 or 3 of them, and they come on the couch, and they want to watch a movie, and they try to find the scariest movie they can find that they haven't watched yet.
Do you see what Miller said? He said if we go by her music, she's probably watching Breaking Bad. She does. She'll be watching. It'll be like Taylor Swift. It'll be like Demi Lovato. Then it's freaking. It'll be like, dang, my daughter made this playlist. Yeah. They hit you out of nowhere.
Are you streaming Friday? You have to plan ahead. As of right now, I don't have any reasons not to stream on Friday.
I streamed on Friday for you this week.
Did you? That's awesome.
I didn't do the normal time slot. I only did 2 hours, but I did stream on Friday. And then I did 2 hours on MLB The Show on my personal account.
But I honestly don't know where I'm streaming, Smoey, because I'm not really playing Ultimate Team right now.
What just happened? Did you see that?
No. You gonna show it to me?
What just happened? Is it really only... Maybe I have to wait for the rest of it? But like my screen turned a different color. There's like a big globe, like an alien rocket ship in the middle of the screen.
I don't think anyone saw it.
Mower,
So
I literally came back and streamed on Saturday in the Gauntlet, and I lost, and so I stopped playing the Gauntlet because I had no more games to play. You just weren't there.
Right. I saw the Gauntlet. You lasted one game, got yelled at.
Well, that's not true. I was 4-2. I made it 6 games.
No, the Falcons team plate. So you want me to get that?
A row? I actually thought
Yes,
about doing some Patriots, but there's so many expensive Patriots, and I want to have Rookie Premier money.
Like, how much do you think is going to be Rookie Premier? Like, at this point,
I don't know.
I would rather
Last year it was so expensive.
I'd rather be Oprah and say, "What card do you guys want? I'm gonna buy them and put them on the.
I want you to get Marte Mapu
on the auction block and just put it for real cheap, and you guys can pick them up.
I want you to get Marte Mapu.
I think I'm sitting like 35 or 40 million right now. I'm not playing the game. Like I don't want these coins to go to waste. So like to me, you want a card? Let me go buy them. I'll throw in the auction block. Go find go get them if you're on Xbox.
Who's the Ravens rookie this year? Mower? Who is their first round pick? I don't even remember.
Starks. Malachi Starks.
Oh, safety from Georgia.
And he's getting a card. They just announced is tomorrow for the roster revolution. So the thing is, Penix is coming out. Oh. So is another May. I would say let's do a quarterback one challenge, but I know how that went last time.
You got to do it for me in freaking October.
Nah, you.
I did it too late, and then I started getting all these out of position. I stopped having fun.
Yeah. I lasted 3 weeks longer than you did on the game.
It is. It's so bad right now. Like, I did the Gauntlet, and I'll probably do the Gauntlet again next weekend just for stream and stuff, but it is not fun.
I'm actually having fun on regs. What you should do is get a Patriots.
Did you just see that, by the way?
Go on regs with the Patriots and see how well you do on ranked.
I will. Did you just see the pass lead here?
I see that you hit him on the correct shoulder.
Oh. So much for that. You can't build a theme team. Oh, that's right. I'm using the wrong button. I'm highballing it instead of freeforming it. Ooh, I did it too far. All right.
The other thing is, it wouldn't be too bad to go start playing college football and getting a head start on the new game.
I thought about playing that last week, and then I ended up doing the Gauntlet instead.
There was no mention of that mower.
I'm sure that's how he said it, though, Mower. I'm sure he's...
I wish I could tell you the conversations I had with some of these guys. Like, I can't even... I guess I could say this, but I can't actually tell you how I answered it. But somebody asked me what my impression of Mutt was, and if I'm having fun right now. You can only imagine what my answer was.
He said, "Of course."
Yeah, that's how I went with it. So.
Yeah, Mower's running the Baltimore playbook now.
But obviously, that's not that's not NDA about the game. That's just I just don't like to talk about like what conversations I had with what people and all that because I think that's part of I don't know. I don't actually read the agreement that I sign. So
me neither. I
never
sign those. I never read those things.
Yeah. So there's people there that I can't mention who, whatever, that I respect, and they were in front of me, and they looked it over. They looked at both sides, and then they signed it. I'm like, all right, if they signed it, I'm signing it.
Like anytime people give me those things to sign, I literally just read it. I like look at it. I'm like, is this say like what is it, right? Like if you look at the top, right, does it say that it's an NDA, right, in that situation, or
Yeah.
does it say what I'm signing is what I'm signing? That's about as far as I go.
See, the way I see it is that I'm pretty much in the clear when I sign Mickey Mouse because if they're not actually looking at my signature, I'm not actually looking at what they're giving me.
Mm,
We're both covered, right?
that's a good
As
point.
long as I walk through that door as Mickey Mouse, then we're good.
That's a good point. Mower, Clint actually asked AntCap if Crab would be his assistant going into the year.
I I gotta tell you I didn't even tell you this, what my favorite part of the entire weekend was an internship they have at EA that would be perfect for my son.
Oh, nice.
That like he's been, Dom is very into PFF and stats and all that type stuff. Well, there's some positions I never knew existed there that deal with that type stuff from a data analytics standpoint.
Nice.
And I was like, I was talking to one of the guys, and they were giving me like a tour, and these are these guys. I'm like, wait, these guys are interns. This is what they do. They get jobs. I need to know more about this. So I thought that was kind of a cool thing.
That is cool.
No, trust me.
Oh my gosh.
I have raised my son more
He said,
and better than that. Okay.
he said, don't let him go there. That'd be so funny if what if Dom did get the job? Dom called him one day. He said, "They have me washing cars."
Analyze this. No, this is one of those things where Dom's not even it's not even like one of the cases. It's just he'd have to apply for the internship. I wouldn't have any influence on it. It's just one of those deals that for something that I thought he would be very, very interested in. He's only a sophomore in college. It'd have to be after his junior year, so it'd be like 2 years away. But it would be something like, to me, hey, jobs like this existed. I never even thought about EA being a spot and he's only 20 minutes from where EA is, right? So it's local.
Griff, are you still playing college? I know you stopped Madden earlier. Are you still playing college, Griff?
Guys, if you have questions as well, we're just shooting the shit right now, but please definitely let us know.
Yeah, I'm about to get ready to get off here. I mean, if nobody has actual questions, if you guys have an actual question about Madden, I will answer it. But
I will tell you though, with college football that I can talk about, the detail that they went into making that game feel even more immersive with the lighting and with the little details that even last year I thought was amazing. They they doubled down on it. It's really cool.
Nice.
I mean, I can't really talk about, this is more like visual stuff rather than like gameplay oriented stuff I'm talking about right now. But I just think it was cool what they did. Like what they continue to do. Like you really feel like they hit a home run in that department.
Yeah, no, I thought that was really good last year even. Yeah. No, wins not counting is frustrating, and obviously Madden had that occasionally throughout the year as well. I don't know, those are things that definitely like get you away from it, and not like people quit out and then nothing counts, and it's very frustrating to put your time and effort into something and it feels like it's going to waste. But that's just because we were beating people by too many points. Mower, me and Mower played squads on Thursday on the in the Huddle stream. Yep, we won every game except the last one. Mower had a money drive. He was the offense.
Yeah, it's a waste of time. There's nothing more deflating than wasting your own time. Like, to me, the way that they did ranked seasons, where after you got to a certain elo, you had to have the hardest schedule possible, and by doing so, It's not like those guys aren't going to be top 100 again if they put time into it. But now you're playing 30, 40 more games than you would have to if you reset it. Again, it's a waste of time. And that to me is like the biggest frustration out there is you win and doesn't count. Waste of time. You got to play harder schedule where, why doesn't it reset every single, so you build your elo as you go? Waste of time. It's just a lot of stuff.
True. Oh, absolutely. I just wanted people's imaginations to know the amazing drive that you had to win it. But I am going to hop off here because it doesn't look like anybody has any Madden related questions. And if you want to stay on and talk, you can. That's fine. It's getting late and I'm tired.
I'm good as well. We're just having fun with the small crowd that we got. It's turned into a podcast. But we're here for questions. Every that's why we open it up. It's got an hour long. But if the questions aren't flowing, we're not going to sit here and just stare at a screen. So
yeah, and I obviously college football will be coming out in about a month, guys, and we're going to be obviously we'll have office hours for that until the new Madden comes out for sure. And then we'll see what we do with that. But we may take a break on office hours for a couple weeks before the new college football just to take a breather. We'll notify you guys if we do decide that. But next squad's ants running offense. We need the smoke. Hey, all right.
With a new Penix on Friday?
If you guys play squads on Friday, I should be able to play a couple games. I don't think I have plans on Friday.
Mower, let's not think that 12 o'clock is we should be expecting pick 'em.
What do I actually have work-wise on Friday? Hold on. I think I'm just... Yeah, no, I should be good. I should be good.
He's not good. we heard it in his voice. He was not.
You guys can play 2-on-2, though. I did 2-on-2 with you if I don't show up, but...
if I don't show up. Look, he's already sandbagging his
no, it's hard for me to turn on the game right now and play in competitive mode.
We've not seen pick 'em on Friday.
I'm just letting you know. You guys will see me. You might not be playing with me, but you'll see me.
Yeah.
But no, like I said, if we are not gonna have office hours for a couple of weeks, we'll let you guys know. But like I said, it's just to take a little breather before, obviously, the rush of the new games come in. It'll definitely be something we do next year.
This year we had start of college football, then Madden. It was a burnt out season. I mean, we need that little bit of a break, but let's end it now before we forget it. Yeah, it's definitely been one. This is like my time to catch up.
Yeah, and I mean we still dropping obviously game plans last week and YouTube videos. So I mean, it's not like we're completely shutting down, but just taking a little breather. So you can watch YouTube reruns more. You can. No, I'll send you a new one each day. To get you better at the game. But you guys have a good rest of your night. Appreciate you guys being here tonight. We actually had a couple questions early on, so glad that you guys are still enjoying the game and wanting to get better. But you guys have a wonderful rest of your night, and we will talk to you soon.
Yeah, better shot at pick 'em showing up on time, though. You guys have a great night.